Today in our 2017 Nissan Rogue, we'll be having a look at and installing the CURT Class 2 1.25" trailer hitch receiver, part number C12122. Our hitch is completely hidden behind our fascia. The only part you see hanging down is the Class 2 1.25" receiver itself. Our safety chain loops are rolled tubular steel design, so we shouldn't have much problem, if any at all, using most safety chain loops on them. On the side of our receiver, we'll find our industry standard 1/2" diameter hitch pin hole. We have this nice welded-on collar here to add a little bit more strength to the end of our receiver and to give it a nice finished look on our vehicle. This hitch features a 350-pound max tongue weight rating, which is the amount forcing down, and a 3,500-pound max gross trailer weight rating, which is the amount it can pull. You'll want to consult with the owner's manual of your Nissan Rogue and not exceed the limits of the vehicle or the hitch itself. You don't want to cause damage to either one. Now, if we're using this hitch for a non-trailer application, such as using it for a bike rack or a cargo carrier, CURT does recommend the use of a stabilization strap to help support the load. We have those available on our website. Now for a few measurements to better assist you in choosing any hitch-mounted accessory you may need, such as a ball mount, bike rack, or a cargo carrier. You're looking at about 14 inches from the ground to the top of the Class 2 1.25" receiver opening, and about 6 inches from the center of the hitch pin hole to the rearmost part of the back bumper. Now that we've gone over some features, we'll show you how to get it installed. We'll start by removing our appearance panels on both sides. They are held in place. We have two here that attach our panel to the back of the fascia. Then we have one here that goes horizontal. And then we have a Phillips screw that goes up at the front of the panel. The way these clips work, come in behind with a flathead screwdriver or a trim panel tool, pull out the middle section, and the whole thing comes out. It's actually a plastic fastener with the screw in it, not just a plain Phillips screw. So you have to kind of pull down on it while undoing the screw, then you can just grab the panel and pull it down. We will not be reinstalling it. You could if you wanted to do some extra trimming on it to make it work, but in our case, the panel's really not needed, so we're just gonna take it off so we can install the hitch easy. All right, our driver's side appearance panel is the exact same as the passenger side as far as how the fasteners attach. It's just a mirror image of the other side. So we'll remove them in the same manner. Okay, now we'll be removing our factory tow hook. It's on the passenger side of the vehicle. We have two 18mm bolts that go up into the frame rail. And on the other side, we have two 18mm bolts that go into the frame rail sideways. So we'll start by removing all four of these bolts. Okay, this will not be getting reinstalled. Okay, with our tow hook removed, we can now point out our attachment points for our hitch. On our passenger side, we'll be using the two weld nuts here that were the bolts that our tow hook was in place at. Driver's side's a little bit different. We have the two here that were the same ones on the passenger side. But in addition to that, we'll be using this third one closest to the front of the vehicle as well. Now, because these three bolt holes didn't have any bolts in them, we're going to be using a wire brush and some lubricant to clean out the threads in case any dirt, debris, or rust is inside of them. We have these brushes available on our website as part number 814092. Spray in some lubricant in the hole, use our wire brush, go in and out a few times, and this will clean out our threads. Okay, now that we pointed out our locations where our bolts are going to be installed, we'll show how the hardware works. We have a bolt, conical tooth washer which slides over the bolt. The teeth will face away from the bolt head and face up towards the hitch. Okay, we'll raise our hitch on up over our exhaust and we'll secure it with our hardware. We use a 19mm socket to tighten up the bolts. Now we'll use a torque wrench to tighten everything to the amount specified in the instructions. And that completes our look at and installation of the CURT Class 2 1.25" trailer hitch receiver, part number C12122 on our 2017 Nissan Rogue. Click the link below to shop, learn more, or visit us at etrailer.com.